Okay, I think we're good. Um, this is a video on fertilizer. I really don't think it's going to be that long because, I mean, it's organic fertilizer. It's kind of easy. It all depends on what stuff you have in your kitchen, what you decide to use, and since I don't know where you're at, but fertilizer and stuff like that, but store is kind of expensive. Um, this is from the onions that I harvested. Was it a couple days ago? Um, you know what I mean. Chopping this up, using I'm gonna let this sit and just kind of let it rot, and all that's gonna break down. It's gonna smell great. Yeah, I'm totally joking. Um, it's all gonna break down into the water, end up being a concentrated solution. You have all the cellulose and all that stuff in the fertilizer. Also, what I like to do, this is another bin I have, and this was with weeds, just weeds in the yard, and some crab shells, and I just let that sit, you know, um, do its thing so it breaks down. I have other, what you call it, I have other fertilizers. Hey, a quick shot of this is gorgeous. Moving on. This was my second bin, but unfortunately the dogs got it. So that is a no-go. But oh wait, there's a butterfly. You guys see it? Wait, where is it? I lost it. Okay. Anyway, sorry. Moving on. I do want to take time to pick some of these beans that I got. I think these are lima beans. And it's probably about time to get those. What I like to do with those is, don't worry, I'm still on topic. I'm just moving along. Um, what I like to do with those, or like my first set of beans, is harvest those, because sometimes your first set is going to be a lot. For me, it wasn't, but that's still seeds. You know what I mean? Let them dry, replant them in a couple weeks. That gives you an excuse to go ahead and take care of the other. Go ahead and plant another row, you know, another row of beans, or whatever you would harvest. But it's just like a small idea, that kind of helped, get more beans in your yard. Um, but it's obviously easier. You have ready access to, like with okra. Once the okra starts, I already got a couple of okra plants. This guy's been getting munched on by, I'm having problems with beetles, so they've been getting munched on a lot. But yeah, mostly with like ready-made seeds like beans, or if you have watermelon, you just take the seeds out of watermelon, dry it, turn around, replant them, stuff like that. Other stuff takes a little bit more time. Obviously, that won't work so well, but it's a nice little hack to do. There's still a lot of things like I gotta deadhead those. There's a lot of things I still have to do. This row was covered. Everything was covered by the sunflowers. Now you can see I chopped everything down, so now sun gets in here. This was my garlic here, still going, kind of sort of. Yeah. I'm still working on watering evenly. All right. Anyway, back to the topic. This is my first bin of organic fertilizer that I made. And look inside. Oh, heavy. That guy has gone through so much. Anyway, moving on. This is my first bin, and see, this is rainwater, water from the sprinkler. stuff like that, that just kind of gets caught in the plastic. So I try to keep that in, mind you, so it just sinks right on in there. But this is actually, I've been using this already, and it's just roots and stuff like that. Also, what was it, crayfish? A few weeks ago. I have some ground fertilizer. Sometimes I put worm castings in there a little bit, which I might do right now. You know what I mean? But this definitely, I saw it definitely like perk up from there from my plants. Honestly, I'm out like, obviously it's a 12. I don't know why I wanted to come out here at 12. I woke up already behind schedule, so ironically, nevertheless, we're out here. So yeah, everything looks, even though I hit the sprinklers on the other side, it's just hard to tell because you know what's going on. But yeah, that's kind of what I've been doing for using organic fertilizer, making your own, you know, because it's always nice to just have another source of materials. And, you know, if you can do it from the kitchen, why not? So that's liquid organic fertilizer. You know what I mean? I have some. I'll show you what I'm going to do with. Show what I'm going to do with the. Other stuff. We're going to compost that. Show a little compost spin I got going on. Oh. So maybe I came out here at this time because I knew this video wasn't going to be long because, you know, it's hot out here. Put that back. Okay, I noticed yesterday. Let's see if I can get a shot right quick. Off topic again, guys. Hang on. Oof. Oh. I noticed yesterday I had a watermelon. You know, I was definitely right. Oh, hang on. Whoop, camera. Oh. Yep, there it is. This first one. So sometimes it's ironic where they just decide to grow. I think it's funny that I don't even know how to explain whatever happened here. But when I did plant a couple of vines there, and another one up there, and one here, and as you can see, it does what it wants to. I wanted to give it some guidance, you know, and have it come out here, and it didn't like that, so it died back. But I'm glad it started doing something. So I'll just clip that later, and you know, let it do its thing, even though it's slowly taking over. So watermelon definitely is going to be coming in. We're going to run over here to well, that is how everything is chopped now, so you can see it's a lot clearer. I'm not going to stay focused because I didn't get this side watered well enough yet, so everything's looking a little droopy, a little sad. I also have to take the beds down over there, so another thing to do that I just wanted to further go in here and kind of pan around here to see how my watermelon patch is just taking over. Everything is just doing whatever it wants to. So it's not bad, you know. It's cool. Do whatever you want to do, guys. but it's like it's getting thicker every day. I haven't seen any watermelons in here yet. I also, tomato plant. I haven't forgot about you. Figure something out. I'll come back. But yeah, this is how the watermelon patch is doing here. Um, Obviously, it was a little thin because it wasn't getting much sun. And the corn. So you can see as they're getting more pronounced, and I'm nervous because last year, obviously, I didn't have as much materials as I had this year in the way of organic compost. And it's been a big difference. But I don't know, this will be actually, nice, decent year. So, but we're going to go ahead and get on back over here. Make our way back over here. Hang on. And then I guess I have pepper plants that can go there. So, I make available use of the space. Yeah, I need to give a little more care. This roots was charred, but what I'll do is the day which is coming up where I have to feed all my plant babies, I will do a video. This is another rose bush. Apparently it's like a tea rose bush. You can make tea out of the rose petals, which is really cool. I'm big on this is lime basil also. I'm big on having, obviously in your garden you want it to be functional. You want things that can either add to your kitchen or materials that you make to cook with, and it's kind of a time to think about that, what you can do. I talk to people and I hear a lot of people say, oh no, I don't know how to grow stuff like that. I don't know how to do that. I don't know, man. It might be a time to where you might just have to figure it out. I mean, we all start somewhere. My Swiss chard is looking rough. I am sorry. Sorry, buddy. Actually, it's been a couple of years old, so he's a veteran. He's been here. He knows what to expect. This is the other one. They've been there just as long, but as you can see, one gets a little more forgotten about. The other one is a little more. It's a little ironic though how the leaves are. I'm not gonna keep showing them. It's probably embarrassed. Anyway, let's go on back through here. Those are some of the onions. The bulbs left over, I'm letting those dry. Hopefully before it rains again. I don't know, man. Rain out here, rolling dice, Russian roulette. You could get anything. And you get a leprechaun afterwards too. So that's what it seems like out here from my experience. But anyway, this is one of my compost bins. This is fresh compost that ironically I started this year in January, and I used half of it already. You can still see I got the neighborhood. I don't, whatever money I can get, I buy what I can a little bit cheap. It doesn't have to be expensive, but make sure it's of decent quality, because I did get some potting soil that wasn't great. Seeds didn't do great in that. I looked at it. I should have known, but I got it anyway. But yeah, anyway, this is the compost and soil that I'm using. I'm going to use those and put that in raised beds out here. So I'm going to clear that and put 2 raised beds out here, get some more stuff out here. And now let's see. This is compost I'm redoing, which already seems like it's, I've been putting organic matter in here a lot. Actually, I'm going to show you what I'm going to do. This is some of the just stuff, kitchen scraps, that you have. These recycled ice cream bins because it just holds it better. I don't have to worry about running to go get any items or anything. But see, this is paper towels, coffee grounds, definitely coffee grounds, eggshells, all that. Dump that in there. And what I normally do is I would take compost, some of the ground compost that I had, and I have another bin over there, so dump something in there. I would take that and dump it in there, throw some dirt on top, and then close it. Which I'll do with this, since it's here. That's what we'll do. And then I'll probably just take the rest of that potting soil, raised bed soil, and just dump it in here. So at least, at the most, we have nutrients in that potting soil other than what companies put in there, So if you're going to use company potting soil, make sure you have some of your own too. Mix that together. Getting some native soil in there might be good for your plants, because that'll teach them to grow in soil you got. So that's kind of something you're gonna want to do. All right, well, that was my video on composting, fertilizing. I think it's getting a little too hot out here for my phone. But yeah, so I'm gonna go ahead and go in. I'm gonna edit all this and get a shot of these sunflowers, because you know what I mean. I feel like they definitely are attracting crowds. These things are amazing. Their heads are starting to get heavy now, so they're going to be drooping. But I'm going to take those seeds and save them, because these are actually third generation. These aren't the first ones I planted. So they're third generation sunflower seeds, and they did really good. But yeah, anyway, that's the end of my video. That's all I'm doing today. And I'll do another video for you guys next time. But thanks for tuning in. I appreciate it. Bear with me. We're trying to find my niche here as I do my growing vlog. But that's all I got, y'all. I'm peacing out. Thanks for everything. Subscribe if you like where things are going, what's happening. Subscribe and I'll do more. I'll be able to do more. I mean, I'm probably going to do more anyway, but that's it. I'm signing off. I'm out of here, guys. Take care.